Welcome back, everyone, to episode 7 of the US series. So, there's a couple units that we still need to send back to the military base, since a lot of them are still on high alert. Alright, so I think that's just about it.
My fellow citizens, it is after intense reflection and multiple consultations that I decided to run for president. Once again, I ask you to grant me the honor of leading the destiny of our nation.
Alright, since we're running for re-election, let's go to political parties, my party, and we're going to launch a fundraiser. And we're also going to invest in education. So we're going to cut back with aid and scholarships. And we're going to increase teaching of local languages and classes for the exceptionally gifted. And we're going to max out. Alright, we took out Afghanistan's leader. I'm going to max out general education and economy and law commerce. Alright, let's check inflation. So we need to go down a little bit more. We're reducing our debt. We already have budget excess of 68.35 billion.
Although your economy is among the healthiest, your solvency may not be safe from.
Alright, 0.27 surplus. 0.99 in growth. 2% unemployment, that's not good, that's too strong. Alright, so the Artemis program. It's going to a couple things. We're just going to go ahead and abandon that. That'll put 24 billion back into our economy.
Isn't it a shame that extreme poverty is increasing in our country, even though it is one of the richest in the world?
This theory is spreading and attracting new followers.
Alright, so let's do this. Let's try this. FBI. So start a new campaign. That one's already in progress, and already in progress. So that's being dealt with. No, we're not going to eliminate the head of state.
You're really peachy keen.
Alright, so we're gonna have to
1
deal
week
with
before the beginning of the
the taxes, and we're gonna have to make an adjustment. So to start it off, we're gonna increase the tax investigation. Alright, so they don't like that. We have to put that there. That's 74% approval. %73 approval. Just do reduce that by 3%. Don't want to get carried away. It's 50 billion in company tax. So that just raised it some more. Let's do 5%. So that dropped it down to 66. We can get that back up by adding, let's see. Raising this tax up. Alright. Yep, that boosted it back up. Let's increase that by $4. And let's try to give a tax break to first the middle class. Just do that. And we'll do 0.7. So that's just under 50 billion. That has 84% approval, but what is it gonna boost everything up to? Still in the 71%. Let's do this. Alright, so that's 70%. And then plastics. So this should actually help with bringing down the inflation. Alright, let's send that unit back too. Alright, the next thing is we still want to be energy independent. So we do biomass. What about geothermal? 100, 7.9 billion. We can have that done in 4 months, and that'll be an additional 50 terawatts. Oh no, but that's 80 billion, so we're not going to do that. So let's just do 2 or 3 nuclear power plants. And we can put that right there.
According to their analysis, our services believe that this conspiracy theory no longer interests the population. Therefore, we will archive the file.
Your conservative management combined with growth prospects reflect a stability that gives us confidence in your solvency and in your leadership. We trust you. Let me remind you, in case you're unaware, that our assessment is mainly based on your projected budget.
Okay. So house crime. Well, we invest a little more in the drug task force.
One of our drones has detected camouflaged enemy units that we have listed on our military map. We are waiting for your command.
Alright, let's go back to energy. Let's go ahead and do one more nuclear power plant. And we'll put it right there. See a few more units that still need to go back to base.
One of our drones has detected...
Alright, so that's Afghanistan that the drones are in.
Our agents had to abort.
Alright, let's do immigration. So let's do 200 more detention centers. And justice. Let's do 200 more prisons.
Our scientific cell infiltrated an important research.
Alright, let's go to research. And let's just do 1 star for industry.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization confirm their window of opportunity. It goes without saying that the operation is risky, but if successful, the short and long-term benefits are almost
we could go ahead and
incalculable.
try to dismantle that group. Alright, so when is our bill supposed to pass? It's going to pass on February 1st. Okay. Alright, so inflation is now going down a little bit stronger.
The fundraising campaign has been really successful. The money will help us boost the party and our election campaigns.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do a fundraiser every month or every 2 months. Alright, so let's go to police. Let's invest in 20,000 more cameras. That's 940,000. Let's go to Secret Service and let's check on the terrorist networks. So we want to infiltrate the mafia. We want to put all these guys on surveillance. Alright, so that's done.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Demonstrators are marching in several cities all over the country as we speak. They intend to... Demonstrations are taking place... The demonstrators intend...
Alright. Let's go to Secret Service again and yeah, let's send our top guy to North Korea. And we're going to increase our agents to 700.
The demonstrators intend to send a powerful signal.
Your commitment to defending family values is a model for the whole of humanity.
The march has been placed, as you can imagine, under high surveillance.
Alright, so let's go and restore some freedoms. So, freedom of expression, we're going to restore that. Education. Just going to go to inspection and monitoring. Not censoring anything, so we'll do that. Let's go to religion. And we want separation of church and state. Alright, so we actually have a surplus of 22 billion. Alright, so we'll congratulate him. We'll keep this to ourselves. Alright, so seniors increasingly affected by poverty, so we're gonna have to... And we'll increase... that, and we'll do a reform. Call this the Social Security Adjustment Bill. We'll increase that by 5 again. Let's go to health. Pension. Alright, so it's 66. So if we do 81, we're still covered. Alright, so that went up to 76%. Alright, so hopefully that should help the seniors.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Oranges, no, where they don't produce enough.
I'd be happy to.
So let's go to Brazil. I believe they do produce enough, so we'll try to see if we could get a deal with them. The other thing we want to do is we want to increase the sales of our auto industry. So let's look at the top producers for cars. China, Japan, Germany. So alright, so China, we're going to raise that up to 35. Germany, I'm going to just raise that up by 15%. And Japan, I'm going to raise that up again by 15%.
The situation has stabilized. No incidents for more than 2 months.
Alright. Cop for the year. Let's go to farming. Let's go to beef. Alright, so we produce enough beef. Well, fowl, we produce enough. Potatoes, we don't produce enough. So let's increase that by 1 billion. Alright, tea. And we don't produce enough for that either. So we'll do 150 million.
We now have an electoral map divided into regions. This could come in very useful if you decide to run in local communication campaigns and pursue a regional development policy.
Alright, so our growth is starting to go up. It's back up into the 3% range. Let's go to debt. So we have an excess of 642 billion.
One of our drones has detected camouflaged enemy units that we have listed on our...
The bill has been voted on, and the law has been...
Alright, so that's been passed. Now let's go to media. Alright, so we're gonna max that out to 100. Okay, construction begins.
One of our drones has detected...
Well, this type of event is absolutely essential for our citizens. Since the dawn of humanity, people have had the need to ease the burdens of everyday life and to be entertained. We should have only art and culture in our city's center, because they serve this goal. It's what makes this city so rich and vibrant.
Alright, so we had to abort with
The bill
Russia.
has been voted on, and the law...
Alright.
Be happy to.
Alright, so let's see if we can purchase oranges from them. Alright. So let's see if we can reduce their price a little bit. How much are they willing to negotiate? Alright, so we're purchasing oranges from Brazil.
I hope you didn't make me...
And we'll just end that meeting right there. So Somalia is our next target.
You have negotiated a splendid contract that will undoubtedly help improve our economy. Again, well done.
The situation has gone back to normal. I think we should restore diplomatic relations with this country. Do you want me to ask them if we can make a joint decision to reopen our respective embassies?
Yeah, we can do that. Alright, and let's rehabilitate 100,000 homes, and we'll continue doing that. Alright. Alright, so China invented the micro fuel battery.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay, the Social Security bill passed. Alright, and we restored diplomatic relations with Afghanistan. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode, and I will see you soon.